Um, yeah, it's okay. I can do it later. All right, let me pull up Hunger Games then, and we can do that instead. Sound good? Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Are y'all ready for the Acestardom special season for no particular reason? Who do we got? Keontae, Basti. Let's see. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer and Yelan. If you don't see me react slash respond, it's because we're helping Obby with something. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I swear to God. Van, Rory, Jakey, and Yi Schwan. All right. Casil, Casey. What the fuck is Yoshlata? Yoshlita? Sandra Lee. Yoshi, Puffy, Mega, and Peppa Pig. Okay. Udon, Crew, Brant, and Sajal. Shawl. Lashlita? I don't know what that is, but okay. Is Tula? Okay. Okay. Well, whoever Brant is, okay. Let's see. Scott Plummer, Starseeker, and Ashley Tisdale. Okay. DX, Mew, Lost Prayer, and Kokendek. Well, good thing Puppy's not fucking here. I don't know who this person is, but okay. Andrew Eternal Thought and Real Sicily. Okay. Pasta, Lee, Quan, and General Chop. Okay. Meadow, Abby, me, and Miss Miller. And Abby's not even fucking here because he's playing that fuck ass game. Okay. Minion, Joe, Clorand, and Jean Grey. Jean! Mikiyama, Dobie, Juna, and Fanon. Alright, I'm ready for this. Alright, next. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Dobie grabs a shield on the cornucopia. Cloak and Dagger find a backpack full of camping equipment. Starseeker stays at the cornucopia. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer kills Plumber for his supplies. you lose. Frank F. Anyway, Peppa Pig, General Chop, and Yolanda work together to get as many supplies as possible. Andrew grabs a jar of fishing bait while Casil gets gear. Minion grabs a shield. Sajal runs into the cornucopia and hides. Juno finds explosives. Yoshi runs into the cornucopia. Mega runs away from the garden. Pasta spears Van and the abdomen. Hey Van, see you later. I know you just got here, but why did fucking Pasta do the fucking Argenti boss? The stab, the huh, in the original universe where he does your whole health bar? The huh. Oh shit. Alright, let's see. Thought finds a bag full of explosives. Okay. Quan grabs a shield. For a crew clutches the first aid kit and runs away. Udon runs away. Ace runs away. Ashley Tisdale finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Okay, Joe grabs a jar of fishing bait while Sandra Lee gets fishing gear. Yi Xuan finds a bag of explosive. Casey falls into a pit and dies. Meto catches La Schlittola off guard and kills her. Scott runs away from the garden. Mikiyama grabs a backpack, not realizing that it's empty. Jakey runs away. Brent runs away. Abby runs away. Fanon runs away. Mew finds a backpack full of equipment. Puffy and Rory fight for a bag. Rory gives up and retreats. Basti runs away. Okay, DX gets a first aid kit and runs away. Oh my god. Jean Grey snaps Lee's neck. Jesus Christ. I'm at full power. Oh shit. Cloren gathers as much food as she can. Keontae stays at the cornucopia. Lost Prayer runs away. Risley runs away with lighter and some rope. Eternal runs into the cornucopia and hides. Miss Miller sets off the podium too soon and blows up. Okay, Puppy tries to spearfish with a trident. Mew defeats Andrew in a fight, but spares his life. Fanon mistakenly gives away the responsible reward to crew. Fanon blames Brent and is distraught for the remainder of the day. Fu Yuen appears and heals Sajal. Minion scares off Casil. Lost Prayer diverts Mikiyoma's attention away, attention and runs away. Starseeker, Juna, Joe, and Peppa Pig raid Cloren's camp while she's hunting. See, that's what I'm saying about those Mars just say hunters. See, like, they don't fucking pay attention. Shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Jakey sprains his ankle while running away from Mega. Yi Xuan questions her sanity. Udon questions his sanity. Eternal receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. I put a bomb in his cornucopia. Okay. Pasta begs for Meadow to kill him. He refuses, keeping Pasta alive. Abby mistakenly gives away their sponsor reward to Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer. Abby blames Dobie and is distraught for the remainder of the day. Cloak and Dagger search for firewood. Thought camouflages himself in the bushes. Ashley Tisdale is sent a weapon by Kafka Bell. Yoshi receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Jean Grey, Sandra Lee, DX, and Ace hunt for other tributes. Yolan sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. General Chop practices his archery. Basti practices his archery. Scott receives a serving of lasagna. Rory is sent a camping set by New Eridu BBL Clinic. Risley practices his archery. Quan is sent a package by Jade Pizza. Keontae questions her sanity. Goodbye, Plumber. Bye, Van. Bye, Casey. Bye, Ishlita. Yishitola? Lee and Miss Miller. Damn. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Alright, Juna's dying next. Rory accidentally stands on a landmine. General Chop sets up camp for the night. Basti receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mega is suddenly hacked, however they feel invigorated after a metal delay. Eternal receives lasagna. Udon tries to sing himself to sleep. Sajal and Brant huddle for warmth. Ew! Joe attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Yishuan cries herself to sleep. Andrew's hacked. Jean Grey is sent a weapon. Fanon, Ace, Jakey, and Dobie sleep in shifts. Mikiyama is sent pizza. Minion and Meadow sleep in shifts. Okay. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer tries to treat her infections. Quan tries to sing himself to sleep, but he can't sing. Yoshi quietly hums. Scott, Pasta, and Starseeker sing songs together. DX questions his sanity. Fiancé receives medical supplies. Clorinde and Abby talk about the tribute still alive. Casil, Puppy, Ashley Tisdale, and Juno all tell each other ghost stories. Mew was sent a weapon by Kopka. Sandra Lee cooks her food before putting her fire out. Cloak and Dagger is sent pizza. Risley questions his sanity. Yolanda receives medical supplies. Lost Prayer and Peppa Pig huddle for warmth. Crew receives water. Thought is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Clorinde collects fruit from a tree. Scott constructs a shack. Fu Yuen appears and heals Joe. Meadow socks Crew. Ace thinks about home. Dobie forces Risley to kill Mikiyama or Minion. He refuses to kill, so Dobie kills him instead. By Risley. Starseeker tends to Juno's wounds. Fanon explores the arena. Fu Yuen appears and heals Ashley Tisdale. Fu Yuen appears and heals Kianse. Jakey sees smoke. Eternal, Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer, and Jean Grey hunt for other tributes. Sandra Lee runs away from Puffy. Mega attacks General Chop, but he manages to escape. Mew tries to spear a fish without a trident. Yishuen is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Quan goes hunting. Yoshi searches for a water source. Mew searches for water. Brant camouflages himself in the bushes. Bastia thinks about home. Peppa Pig is suddenly tranquilized, but wakes up shortly after, only discombobulated by the event. Casil mistakenly gives their sponsor a reward to DX. Casil blames Abby and is distraught for the member of the day. Yolanda gets medical supplies. Lost Player makes a spear. Udon hunts for tributes. Thought is sent pizza. Sajal is sent a hatchet. Pasta picks flowers, and Cloak and Dagger tries to sleep through the day. Goodbye, you two. Wait, who's left? She's killed one person that hasn't gotten away with it. This team's gonna win, by the way. Okay. Mikiyama is sent a camping set by New Eridu BPL Clinic. Ashley Tisdale screams for help. Fanon sets up camp for the night. Scott is tranquilized but wakes up. Lost Prayer tends to his wounds. Aubrey receives fresh food. Pasta goes to sleep. Peppa Pig tends to Yishuan's new wounds. Oh my god. Yolande screams for help. Dobie climbs a tree to rest. Casil, Meadow, Crew, and Mew tell each other ghost stories. Okay, so do me, Brant, DX, and Puppy. Sajal alerts the wolves after going on a cocaine-induced rant. She survives the attack. Mega tries to sing himself to sleep. Yoshi tends to Eternal. Okay, Cloak and Dagger suddenly stumble and roll down an incline, but come out of it fine. Jean Grey treats her infection. Andrew looks into the sky. Juno Trop is also tranquilized but wakes up. Minion lets Juna into a shelter. Basti is hacked, but is okay. Kianse sleeps without a fire. Joe, Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer, Clorinde, Quan, and Sandra Lee sleep in ships. Starseeker and Jakey hold hands. Aww. Thought and Udon sleep in ships. Alright, I think a thing's coming up soon. Sandra Lee enters herself. Udon receives water. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer begs for General Chop to kill her. He refuses, keeping Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer alive. Yoshi discovers a cave. Castillo runs away from Fiance. Juno picks flowers. Dobby blames Ashley for his sponsor work going to Puffy, but then they're distraught. Flowers, hunting. Mew overhears Fanon and Obby talking in the distance. Mikiyoma explores the arena. Jakey collects fruit. Mega goes hunting. Sky constructs yet another shack. Andrew sees smoke. Eternal tries to sleep. Cloak and Dagger are tranquilized again. Starseeker discovers a cave. Quan dies of dysentery? Good. Thought runs away from DX. Jean Grey sprains her ankle while running away from Clorinde. I mean, y'all saw what happened with that fucking plub. You know how clumsy she is. Minion travels to higher ground. Crew tries to sleep. Peppa Pig overhears Sajal and Meadow talking in the distance. Yolande discovers a river. Me, Joe, Yishuan, and Brand all hunt for other tributes. And Pasta is sent yet another camping set by New Eridu BBL Clinic. Goodbye, Quan. Ashley Tisdale sleeps without a fire. Me, Yolande, Fiance, and Peppa Pig tell each other ghost stories. Meadow is awoken by nightmares. General Chop alerts the wolves due to his coke ramp, but then he survives the attack. Joe receives an explosive. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer screams for help. Mega tends to his wounds. Puffy and Clorinde huddle for warmth. Andrew cooks his food before putting his fire out. Obby tends to Basti. Jakey is sent a weapon. Yoshi receives fresh food. Sajal is awoken by nightmares. Okay. Pasta, Mikiyoma, and Dobby sing songs. Crew and Scott sleep in shifts. Mew and Brant tell stories about themselves. Udon is sent a camping set by New Eridu BBL Clinic. Yushuan looks into the sky. Eternal receives water. Lost Prayer screams for help. Faina receives lasagna. Minion thinks about home. Casille alerts the wolves. Starseeker is awoken by nightmares. Cloak and Dagger climb a tree. Sandra Lee screams. DX and Secret hold hands. Where are the deaths? Thought lives the coke rant. Juna is unable to start a fire. Okay, day 4. Joe collects a fruit. Yushuan trips and comes out of it fine. Dobby's hacked. A river again. Oh my god. Brant and Meadow fight Eternal and Andrew. Brant and Meadow survive. Does that mean Eternal and Andrew don't? Juna, Jakey, Udon, and General Chop raid Pasta's camp while he's hunting. Good. Okay, Fuyuan heals Sandra. Castillo receives lasagna. Mega attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Clorinde, killing them both. Huh? Well, Clorinde, huh? What the fuck? So what are you implying? I mean, I don't... Must have been a bad fall. I mean, damn. Okay. Jean Grey's in a supply package by J Pizza. Ashley Tisdale tends to Finon's wounds. Sajal heals herself. Crew and Cloak and Dagger work together for the day. Iconic. Starseeker tries to sleep. Fiance searches for water source. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer receives a hatchet. Basti goes hunting. DX camouflages himself. Okay. Hobby overhears Ace and Puffy talking at a distance. This is my deal to get Obby away from that game. So I'm negotiating. Minion picks flowers. Hacked. Miguel was hacked. Mew, Scott, Yoshi, and Peppa Pig raid Yolande's camp. Lost player receives a hatchet. Goodbye, Eternal. Goodbye, Andrew. Goodbye, Mega. Goodbye, Chlorinde. Okay. Is the event today or is it tomorrow? General Chop bashes Lost Prayer's head in with a mace. Excuse me? No! Thaw, Casil, Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer, and Peppa Pig sleeping shifts. Starseeker questions her sanity. Yoshi is surrounded by a black cloud accompanied by a sharp tone, but besides some mild discomfort, nothing else happens. Dobby, Mew, and Puppy sleep in ships. Scott receives a hatchet. Joe accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Cloak and Dagger, Minion, and Udon sleep in shivs. Meadow attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Kianse receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Yi Xuan is in a camping set from New Eridu BBL Clinic. Juna and Jakey tell stories about themselves to each other. Does Pasta die? Fuck. More fresh food. Ashley Tisdale receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Yelan, Crew, Bashti, and Brant sleep in shifts. Ace, Abi, and Mikiyama cheerfully sing songs together. For the rest of our days, and we will forgive for the rest of our days. Yeah. Sajal looks at the night sky. DX goes to sleep. Jean Grey is okay. She does not get deathed. Sandra Lee thinks about home. Fanon sets up camp for the night. Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer overhears Sandra Lee and Kianse talking in the distance. Cloak and Dagger search for a water source. Crew stalks Obby. Okay, Scott is tranquilized, but lives. Starseeker stumbles down an incline, but lives. Udon searches for a water source. Pasta is unable to convince Basti not to kill him? Oh, thank God. That's why you gotta negotiate, see? That's why you gotta negotiate, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Meadow collects fruit from a tree. Yelan is tranquilized but wakes up. Oh my God, Casil bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Ooh. Well, Mikiyama convinces Fanon not to kill him, only to kill him instead. Bitch! General Shop receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Peppa Pig receives an explosive. Ace scares Jakey off. Ah! Ashley Tisdale constructs a shack. DX chases Dobby. Thought makes a wooden spear. Okay. Sajal gives their sponsor away to Minion. Sajal blames Jean. It is a drop for the rest of the day. Oh boy, what the hell is this? Okay, Yoshi, Brand, Juna, and Yishuan raid Puppy's camp while he's hunting. Good. Mew travels to higher ground. Goodbye, Lost Prayer. Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye, Pasta. Goodbye, Casil. Goodbye, Finan. Next. Peppa Pig defeats Sandra Lee in a fight but spares her life. Jean Grey receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Kianse, Scott, and me, and I, cheerfully sing songs together. Okay, Mew's in a camping set. Meadow sees a fire but stays hidden. Juna is suddenly tranquilized. Jakey and Brant run into each other but decide to truce. Okay, Cloak and Dagger see a fire but stay hidden. Okay, Starseeker and Yoshi hold hands. Aww! Holding hands. Aww. Okay. Obby has sent a weapon kit by Kafka. Basti cries himself to sleep. Okay. Thought loses sight of where he is. Yolanda is tranquilized. No! Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer dies of dysentery. Oh. Her last words. It looks like I got a sitar. Ugh! Okay. Crew and General Trop run into each other at eye level and decide to truce for the night. Mikiyama receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Sejal and Ashley Tisdale run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Yu Xuan cooks her food before putting her fire out. Minion goes to sleep. Puppy is in a weapon. Udon, Dobie, and DX sleep in shifts. Oh my god. Jean Grey stalks Puffy, and Basti stalks Yolan. 1 second. Okay. DX makes a wooden spear. Ace is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Huh? Sajal tends to Scott's wounds. Minion chases Dobie. Juna injures himself. Ashley Tisdale makes a slingshot. Brant accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. I don't know who the fuck that is, but bye. General Chop, Peppa Pig, Thought, and Cloak and Dagger raid Jakey's camp while he's hunting. Cruz scares Obby off. Starseeker receives a hatchet. Mew is pricked with thorns. Yushwin tries to spear a fish. Keontae steals from Sandra Lee. Meadow tries to sleep. Mikiyama is hacked. Udon receives a hatchet. And Yoshi makes a wooden spear. Goodbye, Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer. And Brant. Who's got the most kills right now? One second. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, District Trend is still going strong. But it looks like Meadow has 3 kills? Damn. Oh my, okay. Let's keep it up then. Jean Grey tends to her wounds. She said, absorption! Healing field! Minion passes out from exhaustion. Basti and Metal run at each other and decide to choose for the night. Mikioma gets death but lives. Crew receives fresh food. Oh my god, Puppy convinces Sandra Lee to snuggle with him. DX and Ace talk about Tribute Still Alive. Okay. Yoshi thinks about home. Mew and Juna talk about the other Tribute Still Alive. Dobie attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. General Chop receives a hatchet. Oh my god, Scott destroys Sajal's supplies while she's asleep. She healed you! Okay, Yi Xuan, Abi, and Kianse sing songs together. Thought questions his sanity. Cloak and Dagger, Jakey, and Peppa Pig sleep in shifts. Ashley cries herself to sleep. Starseeker questions her sanity. Udon thinks about home. Yolan treats her infection. Okay, Udon, Jakey work together for the rest of the day. Okay. Scott collects fruit. Chandra picks flowers. Yushuen gets fresh food. I practice my archery. Cloak and Dagger make a slingshot. Basti hunts for other tributes. Mikioma runs away from Dobie. Yolan gets water. Okay. Thought, Mew, Abi, and Meadow raid DX's camp. Oh my god, Starseeker walks into a trap where they are rapidly zapped by lasers from obscure turrets. Hello? Bye. Juna steals from General Chop while he isn't looking. That's the greed I'm talking about. Puppy scares Ashley Tisdale off. Kiante picks flowers. Crew makes a slingshot. Okay, Sajal blames Minion. Okay. Yoshi explores the arena. Peppa Pig is tranquilized. Okay. It wakes up. Goodbye, Starseeker. Oh my god. Metal destroys Yolan's supplies. I question my sanity. Ashley Tisdale stabs Cloak and Dagger with a tree branch. Is it fucking Quagsire or what? Like, is it Swampert? Like, what the fuck? Well, that's not good. A tree branch. Damn. Thought, Juna, and Abi discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Crew attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. General Chop thinks about home. Udon, Peppa Pig, Mikioma, and Dobie, and Jean Grey sleep in shifts. Okay, DX gets death but lives. Jakey rolls on an incline but lives. Okay, Scott and Yishun one in each other and decide to choose for the night. Chandra leads in a weapon. Puffy, Yoshi, and Minion sing songs together. Mew receives a serving lasagna. Bazzy is hacked. Sajal walks into a trap where they're zapped by lasers and from obscure turrets. Kianse receives medical supplies. Oh man. Mikioma makes a slingshot. Udon searches for firewood. Basti receives fresh food. Ashley Tisdale steals or gets stolen from Kianse. Jakey mistakens they were whatever the fuck it is. You know what it is. Yishun receives food. DX explodes. Receives an explosive. Peppa Pig, Scott, and Metal hunt for other tributes. General Chop shoots an arrow and Ace's head. Oh man. David versus Goliath. Okay. Oh, I just died. It's a fucking 2'3". Great. Great. Love it. Hi, Neon. Good to see you. Sandra Lee camouflages herself in the bushes. Mew steals from Yelan while she isn't looking. Minion, Thought, Jean Grey, and Dobie hunt for supplies. Crew is hacked but lives. Juna thinks about home. Yoshi is in a fucking camping set. This is the worst thing ever. How did these top seeds die? Ow. Ugh. Alright. Peppa Pig is awoken by nightmares. Puppy receives lasagna. Yelan stays awake all night. Puffy passes out from exhaustion. Dobie, Jakey, Scott, Basti, and crew sleep in shifts. Yoshi is hacked but lives. Jean Grey, General Chop, Ashley Tisdale, Abby, and Sandra Lee sleep in shifts. Juna receives lasagna. Mikio looks into the sky. Meadow questions his sanity. DX thinks about winning. Yeah, okay. Thought looks at the night sky. Udon receives more fresh food. Kiyoshi stumbles but lives. Minion stays awake. Ishwin is hacked. Hi, Thought. Juna injures himself. Ashley Tisdale sees smoke in the distance but decides not to investigate. Thought is sent a camping set by New Eridu BBL clinic. General Shop tries to spear a fish with a trident. Okay. Meadow defeats Mikioma in a fight but spares his life. Minion fishes. Scott, Udon, Jean Grey, Kiyoshi raid Yoshi's camp while he's hunting. Puppy sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Abby overhears Yelan and Dobie talking in the distance. Peppa stalks Basti. Jakey, Mew work together for the rest of the day. Sandra Lee is tranquilized but then wakes up. DX gets to higher ground, so is crew, and Yishun thinks about home. Great. Peppa Pig and Yishun talk about other tributes. Thought, Udon, crew, and Abby sleep in shifts. Yelan lives to death. Mikiyama climbs a tree. Dobie's awoken by nightmares. Scott climbs a tree. Sandra thinks about winning. Mew tends to Ashley Tisdale's wounds. General Chop, Jean Grey, Yoshi, and Juna tell each other ghost stories. Kiyoshi receives medical supplies. Oh my god. Minion begs Basti to kill him. He refuses, keeping Minion alive. Puppy loses sight of where he is. Meadow sings himself to sleep. DX lets JQ sleep in a shelter. Dear god. Lives. Chases. Juna forces Jean Grey to kill Ashley Tisdale or Yelan. She decides to kill Ashley Tisdale. Thought stabs Scott with a tree branch. Puppy scares off Udon. Crew overhears Yishun and Mikiyama talking in the distance. DX is suddenly hacked, but they feel invigorated after a mild delay. Sandra Lee makes a slingshot. Dobie tries to travels to higher ground. Abby receives medical supplies. And then Basti, Mew, Jakey, and Yoshi hunt for other tributes. Okay. All right, next. Lives. Yeah. Yep, lives. Sanity. Camp. Oh my god. Kiyoshi stumbles and rolls down an incline and ends up dead by the time they settle. Oh my god. Mew falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Oh no.
Not even by a person, but a hill.
Well, maybe that's the hill you die on. Anyway, thank you so much for the 73 counts. I appreciate it. Yoshi strangles Puffy after engaging in a fist fight. Oh my god. That was good. But yeah. Oh, hi, Jordan. Mikiyama destroys Basti's supplies while he's asleep. Juna and Jakey run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Sandra Lee starts a fire. DX is sent a supply package by Jade Pizza. Okay. Oh my god. Cruz stabs Stott with a tree branch. Peppa Pig receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Abby thinks about winning. Damn. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that game. It's so funny. Plumber admitted to cheating that game using RNG manipulation, which is kind of funny. Like that is honestly not something I would put past him, but I'm glad that game was a fluke, which means that we have to play again to make up for what happened. Oh my god. Okay, Juna gets surrounded by death, but nothing happens. We're 11 days in. Okay, let's see. Dobby receives a serving of lasagna. DX scares off Basti. Udon travels for higher ground. Okay, lives. Peppa Pig accidentally steps on a landmine. Ooh. Jean Grey and Meadow work for the day. Lives. Crew stumbles down and rolls down an incline, but comes out of it fine. Yoshi camouflages himself in the bushes. General Chops tends to Sandra Lee's wounds. He shot me in the head. So whatever, man. Mikiyama sees smoke rising. Okay. Keyonce, Mew, Puffy, Thought, Peppa Pig, all dead. So how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I was postponing Okami because I have to get up at 9:30-ish. I have to go do a Mother's Day thing with my other family, so I had to go do that. Be awake for it. I've got 3 kills. That's kind of crazy. 3 kills? You're honestly carrying this team. Well, so is General Chop. Oh my god. I can't believe the Super Mario Party Jamboree announcer died. This is insane. Okay, alright. You want to know how I know I have ADHD? When I read... Hold on. Basti is tranquilized, but then it wakes up. Yoshi puts out his fire after cooking his food. You want to know how I know I have ADHD? The way I read things is boom, 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 boom. When I read lists, it's very weird. I don't know why I do it, but sometimes I just go from start to end to middle when I read. I don't know why I do that, but when there's like lists of stuff, I don't know why I do that, but I don't know. It's very strange. Okay, Sandra Lee convinces Minion to snuggle with her. What about Puffy? Or did Puffy die? Cruz tries to sing himself to sleep. Utopia. Puppy's dead? Damn. Okay. Jean Grey questions her sanity. Yi Xuan kills Udon while he's sleeping. Oh, thank God. Finally. Mikiyama, DX, Yelan, and General Chop sleep in shifts. Abi cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Hi, Abi. That's the 3rd time somebody just arrived and died. Didn't that just happen with Vin and then somebody else right before that just got here and died? Joe also. And Mew, where they just arrive and die. That's huh. That's interesting. 4 people died right as they showed up to chat. That's weird. Huh. I feel like this is, I don't know, there's something statistical going on there, but I don't have the words for it. That's kind of fascinating, actually. What? It's giving rigged. It's rigged. Okay. The garden is replenished with food. Here in the garden is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes families. Juna gathers as much food in a bag as he can before fleeing. Mikiyama, Jakey, and Yishwen confront each other, but grab what they want slowly to avoid conflict. Metso decides not to go into the garden. Okay, let's see. Minion takes a staff, leaning against the cornucopia. Sandra Lee decides to not go into the garden. Jean Grey sets off an explosive, killing Basti. Oh. Burn in the flame! Hold on. Hang on.
Hey now,
Here is my song.
for you. Yeah, that's right. I wish that I was yours, but I'm too shy, I suppose. If only I could just calm
Where's it at?
down.
Oh, let me see. Where's this shit at?
Catch, but here she comes.
Fucking. Here it is. The last one? Yeah, here it is.
Neo clutches it out. That was a really good block.
Timsy still has time to
Get him, Gene. Get him, Gene. Get him. Get him. Get him.
That was it.
No, you don't do that, dude. You don't. Always be aware of the overdrive.
You definitely got a little antsy, a little greedy for some
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Gene. Let me see it.
If anything, you should have just supered. But this isn't out of the realm of possibility. Definitely still doable.
It
Oh
is.
my gosh.
It is now. Wait, he's about to run out of X Factor. He's gonna have to
Get him, get him.
Go on, Tim.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this character's so cool. Okay, what? Die! All right. Anyway, where am I at? Where's my music? Anyway. Yelan decapitates Yoshi with a sword. Damn. C4 and she does that to you. Damn. Okay. General Chop, DX, and crew track down and kill Dobie. DX discovers a river. Minion makes a wooden spear. Crew camouflages himself in the bushes. Yishwen discovers a shack. Juna is sent a weapon kit. Meto begs for Mikiyama to kill him. He refuses, keeping Meto alive. Jean Grey steals from Sandra Lee while she isn't looking. General Chop makes a slingshot. That would have been funny if it was Yelan that had thought. Okay, Yelan stumbles down an incline but lives. Okay, Jakey is hacked but feels invigorated. Has Jakey done anything this whole game? No, no kills. So is Sandra. Sandra and Jakey are just doing nothing. Crew has killed 2 people. DX. 1. General Chop 3. Meadow still carrying the team at 3. Jean Grey has killed 3 people. Oh my. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people left. Oh, 11. Okay. Lives. Yishwen cuddles with Jakey, huh? Live. These 2 live. Jean Grey unknowingly eats toxic berries. Oh. This is why, this is why when it comes to her and food, see, that's the perfect way for her to die, okay? Because y'all remember what happened with her and Gambit, right? Y'all remember what happened with her and Gambit, right?
Oh, oof, what's this here you're cooking?
It's called food, Gambit. Normal Christmas food.
This need a little Gambit magic. Little cayenne, little thyme.
If you want to keep that hand, stay away.
Gambit just trying to help.
The day that I need your help in the kitchen is the day that I stop cooking!
Dude! You still know nothing about cooking no Christmas dinner.
It's the day I stop cooking! Notice how it's just water. Then why did he sneeze? Is he allergic to water? It's the day I stop cooking! But now she's dead. Well, okay, well, they're superheroes. I'm sure they could take some scalding boil. Wait a minute. You know how superheroes like take like punches and like metal rods and like laser beams and stuff from villains, right? They like fucking hand-to-hand combat, like smack each other, like it's like pretty intense, right? If they were cooking in the kitchen and accidentally spilled boiling water on themselves, would they be fine or would they take damage? Cause like they get fucked up all the time while superheroing. So with the water, like, would that hurt or like, or are they good because they're like superheroes? I guess it depends on their powers. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that kind of depends on their power. But I just know that they have like super resilience. So I'm wondering if like, I don't know, weird accidents like that ever like are accounted for. They're superheroes. Practical rules don't apply. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Anyway. All right, bye, Gene. Gets a weapon kit. Tries to spear. Meadows stumbles down a fucking incline and dies. Well, there goes my team. So, great. There goes my team. Abby, me, Meadow, absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Ugh. And Miss Miller, useless. All of us. Yolana's my only hope. Jakey questions his sanity. Minion stalks Yushwin. Juna, Crew, and DX get into a fight. Juna triumphantly kills them both. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Yolan searches for a water source. Okay. Bikiyama searches for firewood. Jean, Gray, Meadow, Crew, and DX all dead. I think we're down to 6 people. Yolan, Jakey, Yishwin, Sandra Lee, General Chop, Minion, and okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, it was okay. 8 people left. All right, next. Jakey bashes Juna in the head against a rock several times. That's what you get. Jakey went from having no kills to seeing that happen and going like, bitch, bitch. Jakey generally tends to... Jakey's won these before. He tends to not be very aggressive towards the very end. Bassy died. Don't speak on Balder. Who? Which Balder? Sandra Lee, Mikiyama, and Yolan discuss the games and what happened in the morning. Okay, General Chop and Yushuen tell stories about themselves. Minion attempts to start a fire. Okay, whatever, it's fine. All right. Anyway, Sandra Lee strangles Yulon with a robe, and Jakey falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Mikioma, Minion, General Chop, and Yishwen hunt for other tributes. 5 people. Yishwen, Sandra Lee, General Chop, Minion, and Mikioma. All right. Let's do predictions. All right, discuss amongst yourselves. You have 2 minutes to vote. Minion hasn't gotten a single kill, by the way. Minion is the only one of the ones alive who has not gotten the kill. They've been doing a very pacifist way of going about this. General Chop has the highest kill count. You still have 2 minutes to vote. Oh my god, 150 on Yishwen. Nobody got Sandra Lee? I would. Where's the poll? It's right there. Refresh. It's prediction, my bad. Yeah, it's prediction, my bad. You have 58 seconds. You have 45 seconds. Refresh and check your points tab. Uh-oh. Looks like you got 25 seconds. I don't know. It's looking like you had 12 seconds. I don't know. Alright. I guess it's time. Alright, let's do this top 5. Y'all ready? Okay. Alright, looks like we got quite a number of points in here. Uh-oh. It looks like Yishwen is at the top. Oh my god. And nobody cares about General Chop? I guess we'll see. Okay. Let's get started. Mikiyoma is awoken by nightmares. General Chop tends to his wounds. Sandra Lee is sent a weapon. Minion receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. And Yu Xuan tries to treat her infection. General Chop and Mikiyoma hunt for other tributes. Sandra Lee sprains her ankle while running away from Yu Xuan. Minion injures himself. General Chop screams for help. Minion is awoken by nightmares. Yu Xuan defeats Mikiyoma in a fight, but spares his life. Sandra Lee alerts the wolves after going on a coke rant and survives the attack. Minion attacks Sandra Lee, but she manages to escape. Yu Xuan is picked by thorns while picking berries. General Chop receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Mikiyoma discovers a cave. General Chop defeats Minion in a fight, but spares his life. Yu Xuan screams for help. Sandra Lee thinks about home, and Mikiyoma thinks about home. General Chop fishes. Mikiyoma begs for Yu Xuan to kill him. She refuses, keeping him alive. Sandra Lee discovers a cave. Minion attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. No deaths, no kills, and just dies. No kills and just dies. All right, we got top 4. Mikiyoma spears General Chop in the abdomen. Sandra Lee is suddenly tranquilized, but wakes up shortly after. Yu Xuan sets up camp for the night. Uh-oh. Mikiyoma receives medical supplies. We got 3 left. Yu Xuan travels to higher ground. Sandra Lee makes a wooden spear. Mikiyoma receives medical supplies. Yu Xuan is hacked, but is okay. Sandra Lee cries herself to sleep. Sandra Lee constructs a shack. Mikiyoma injures himself. Yu Xuan stumbles down an incline and ends up dead by the time they settle. Uh-oh. 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 Then we got our last 2. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I don't know. Uh-oh. Sandra Lee? Or Mikiyoma? Well, that's what I like to hear. Congratulations to our winner. Wrong one. Sandra Lee, everybody. Give her a round of applause. Can we get 2 shots of vodka? That's what I like to see. Congratulations. Wow. Wow. Self-made. That's what I like to see. Yeah. Well, that was fun. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, everybody. That was great. Well, now let's do some review. Let's see what happened. Wow. Our top 3, Sandra, Mikioma, and Yishuan. Don't forget to see who specifically voted for what. Uh-oh. Congratulations to all of our contestants. I fucking was in a bot 4. Oh, never mind. We had 36 people, 40 people. We had 44 plus people and you put it on medium death? 48 people? And you put it on medium. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Okay. Anyway, let's give ourselves a little once through of what happened here. The first kill was Plumber. I can't believe I got fucking shot in the head. This shit sucks. This shit sucks. These multiple days of no deaths, by the way. Okay, Juna getting a double kill is kind of insane. Okay, Juna getting a double kill was actually kind of good. I'll give you a round of applause for that one. That was good. That was good. That was good. Yeah, that was nice. The way 3 people ganged up on me. Hold on. What happened? TX, General Chop, and crew tracked down and killed Obi. Well, did you owe them money? See, that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta pay people back. All right? That's why you gotta pay people back. Well, congratulations to all of us. If you want to sign up for the next one of these, all you got to do is sign up in the Discord. Udon will put a link to it in Lounge. And if you want to sign up, go ahead and fill out the form. And he'll get you right in there. Yeah, Andrew, you did a really terrible job, actually. You were not anywhere remotely towards the top placement. In fact, it appears that you got 38th place. 38th place. But you know what? That's better than plumber. I mean... Gene had the most kills, along with Meadow and General Chop. District 3 wins? Whatever, y'all. Okay. Well, what now? Mario Party. I have to get up at 6. No, 6. I had to get up at 9:30. I had to get up at 9:30. Let's see. It's 3 now. 6 hours. And check the votes. Oh yeah, I gotta check the votes. Let's see what everybody voted for. No, I graduated this year in winter. Who won again? It was Sandra Lee. Yeah. All right, let's check these votes. According to voter data, it looks like Casil, Mew, and Lee. What the fuck is this? Mew? What is this faithless vote? What the hell is that? I didn't know how to do it. Okay, Grandpa. What? Okay. 300k points. Oh my. Jesus. 300k. Oh my. Okay. Damn. 50k. Oh god, y'all have so many points. How many channel points do you guys have? Oh my god. Juna and okay. Who voted for so close. I was being stingy with 50k. I mean, I have 1.1 million. Oh my. 969k. Oh my gosh. Why does everyone have over 200k? I think there's a thing on 7TV that lets you automatically collect the little channel point reward thing. I've lost my points to these predictions. Did you actually, wait, did you even vote? Damn. There's nothing to spend them on. That's a good point, yeah. You save it for when the A-Star brand skyrockets and it's VIP only chat. And only I'll hike up the price so high that only like the people who have the most channel points can talk. Add some more 5k plus. Oh my god. How many VIP slots do I have left? 50? We don't want your capitalism? Well, you're gonna fucking get it. Why can't everybody else hike their prices except me? Let me look. It appears that I have 54 slots left. The entire chat is VIP already. Oh yeah? Oh wait, yeah, huh? Oh, I love you all. Mwah. Well, you're all very important to me. We do a VIP cleanse. So what do? We just do Hunger Games, and if you get the bot, like, if you're in the top 8, you get to keep your VIP, and if you're in the bot 8, you lose it. That's a good idea. No! I'll get to work. We are not doing that. I promise you we're not. I promise you I'm not gonna do that. I've got great ideas. I don't agree with that being a great idea. Well, what else can we do together? What's a group activity that we can do? We can do Jackbox. We can do marbles. Do I have marbles still? Hold on. Wait, I haven't done marbles in such a long time.